The Shillong Law College, a beacon of legal education since 1964, recently hosted its inaugural National Moot Court Competition, a groundbreaking event that marked a significant milestone in the institution's history. From August 22nd to 24th, 2024, the college witnessed a convergence of 34 teams from diverse regions across India, all vying for a prize pool of Rs 2 lakh. This prestigious competition brought together some of the brightest legal minds in the country, providing a platform for them to showcase their skills and knowledge. The competition aimed to stimulate real court proceedings, providing a realistic and challenging environment for law students to demonstrate their advocacy skills, legal knowledge, and courtroom decorum. Participants engaged with complex legal issues, arguing hypothetical cases before a panel of esteemed judges, including Justice W. Dengdo and Justice Bishwadeep Bhattacharjee of the High Court of Meghalaya. This exposure to real-world legal scenarios helped participants develop their critical thinking, research, and argumentation skills. The competition culminated in the triumph of Team 20 Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, National Law University, Lucknow, who emerged victorious, taking home the coveted prize. This achievement is a testament to their hard work, teamwork, and dedication to legal excellence. The winning team demonstrated exceptional legal knowledge, persuasive argumentation, and poise under pressure, setting a high standard for future competitions. The National Moot Court Competition not only showcased the talents of future legal minds but also reinforced Shillong Law College's commitment to legal education excellence. As the college continues to empower future generations of legal professionals, this event will be remembered as a significant milestone in its illustrious history. By providing a platform for legal discourse and debate, the college fosters a culture of intellectual curiosity, critical thinking, and legal innovation.
To strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. The vision of the Shillong Law College is providing highest degree of quality legal education within the reach of one and all. The Shillong Law College is one of the first and the most prestigious and premier institution in the field of law in the state. It's a pleasure to witness a learned audience and students gathered here today for the valedictory ceremony of the Moot Court Competition, which has profound impact on the future legal aspirants.
A warm welcome to today's valedictory function. I feel privileged and honored to stand here welcoming all of you on behalf of the entire Shillong Law College extended family. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our honorable justices for the final round for gracing us with their lordship's presence. Secondly, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all our panel judges for 3 rounds who, in spite of their heavy professional engagement, have made it possible to judge the preliminary, quarterfinal, and semi-final rounds of the Moot Court competition. This Moot Court competition is a part of Diamond Jubilee celebration of our college. It is also to be mentioned that the NAC team, during their visit to our college, instructed us to conduct the National Moot Court competition. Therefore, this is the first national moot court competition ever the college is conducting. Altogether, 38 teams registered from different parts of the country, but only 34 teams came for participation. In the preliminary round, we selected 8 teams, and in the quarter-final, we selected 4, and ultimately, ultimately 2 teams took part in the final round. May this experience be enriching, enlightening, and rewarding for each one of you. It is not just about winning, but about learning, growing, and pursuing the boundaries of your capabilities.
This moment serves as both a reflection on what has been accomplished and anticipation for all that lies ahead. As we come to the valedictory function, our beloved and talented students of the Shillong Law College will be performing the welcome song.
Nadu uslam kat kendai nyobawa kum ka jalala ai bor ka jingsen sha na not ka char bacha the shakap bangla shate kam rup na gon bat gol para Ajik syasemi Hapdeng pati kasih Saki jantia syatay syapang mingi Barokiyan Hamni kumshi para Nadu baki wan syong kilong syua
Sweetest homeland of the clouds, living in your arms we feel so proud. Achikasi Jantia, together you embrace, lead us higher for every coming race. Nam Yong Pagda Nadu Ulum Shalom.
Sangkari Tosu Maryati Kanam Kanesha Lumase Kasih Umat Tangkenya Lada Kinjano Akilong Dila Aikin Syakino Meghalaya Sweetest homeland of the clouds, living in your arms we feel so proud. Achikasi Jantia, together you embrace, lead us higher for every coming race. Ajak tangi segebak kurangku ai gemajana Kuasa kiong geng bungang mendinan orang dengan karena mencoba jiwa mana dansan atau kuselakna tambang Cina asong sana baoni napana hala kirong kong hala ijeng long syajing janai ya Sange jing tong mo
initiative of the Shillong Law College was taken by late Sri Lakheshwar Sharma, whose zeal, enthusiasm, and determination made it possible for college to see the light of the day. Others who rose the occasion was late Sri Bhupesh Chandra Borwa, the then Advocate General of Assam, then late Sri Suresh Chandra Rajkhowa, the then DPI of Assam, Sri Maham Singh, late Sri Maham Singh, Advocate, late Sri Aront L.A., Advocate, late Sri Dhirendra Nath Datta, Advocate, late Sri Hasibuddin Ahmed, Advocate, late Sri Dripendra Mohan Palit, Advocate, and late Sri Prabind Kumar Chaudhary, the editor of the Frontier Times. Now, to give a proper shape to their inspiration, a public meeting was held on the 6th of April 1963 in the seminar room in the State Central Library, where a formal resolution was taken to establish a law college to be named as the Shillong Law College. The college is registered under the Societies Registration Act number 21 of 1860, White Registration number 93 of 1973, and has been permanently affiliated to the Northeastern Hill University, Shillong, and recognized by the Bar Council of India. Now, in the year 2019, the Shillong Law College had started the 5 years BA LLB integrated course. Now the college is having both courses, the LLB 3 years and the BA LLB 5 years. And in the year 2022, the college has been accredited with NAC with B grade. Now, taking an overall view of the college, it can be said with satisfaction that yes, our Shillong Law College had a humble beginning 60 years ago. And now it has come to stay as a premier law college in Northeast India, rendering service in legal education. And we are expecting to have more or to give more contributions insofar as legal education is concerned. Now again, since it is a self-financing college, self-financing institution, I would say that particularly in the state of Meghalaya, I would say that the Shillong Law College had a great contribution. And it is also expected in future we will contribute more with the active support, with the active working of the present management who is or who has been working with zeal, devotion, and determination. And I, the Vice Principal of the Shillong Law College, I really wish the Shillong Law College the very best of luck.
It gives me an immense pleasure to stand before you today as we gather to mark the valedictory ceremony of our college's first national moot court competition. As we conclude this remarkable journey, I want to briefly reflect that what we have achieved together during these past few days. This competition was more than just an event. It was the result of months of hard work of the Moot Court Society of the Shillong Law College, bringing together the brightest legal minds from across the nations. To our esteemed judges, thank you for your time, your expertise, and invaluable insights. Your presence has inspired us to strive for excellence in our legal education. To the participants, congratulations on your extraordinary skill and professionalism. Whether you won or lose a trophy, you have all gained the invaluable experience and it will serve you well in your legal careers.
The journey started back early in 2019 when young minds came together and started planning for this first National Moot Court competition. The journey was long, and today, when we come to the valedictory event, I would state that this was a dream project for all of us in this college. And today, when I see it has been fulfilled successfully, I am filled with immense pride. And I can proudly say that the team SLC, we have done it. Talking about our journey, I am really grateful to all our authorities, our governing body members, our chief advisor, our faculty, all our student members, and the organizing committee who have given all their efforts to make this event a huge success. Referring to our judges from the prelims round till the final rounds, I am really grateful to all of them as they have spared their valuable time and helped us in making this competition a success. When this event is coming to an end, I see the efforts of everyone, and I see in the eyes of every person involved in the organizing committee a different level of happiness that this event is a grand success. And I hope that we are able to conduct more such National Moot Court competitions in the future.
It is a great way to mark the Diamond Jubilee celebrations of this college, to organize such a first National Moot Court competition. The event of great importance, which is started with the theme of leading to the justice, this region of Meghalaya. I am really feeling privileged to be associated with this prestigious event. Shillong Law College, I can definitely say, is having a glorious past of 60 years and equally glorious future of eternity. Their students, their alma mater, they are really proud of it, and they have taken this initiative when I am told, and the efforts which they have put in organizing this program is of immense importance. It shows their commitment to the college, it shows their commitment to the cause of legal education. We will understand that legal education and the court craft are two different things. Merely because you have achieved the LLB degree, and that too with fantastic results, doesn't mean that you will excel in the profession also. And for that purpose, the exposure to this is of very much importance. How to conduct yourself, how to be prepared to answer the queries, even if, it is not the pure knowledge of law that will make you excel in the profession, but there are so many other aspects also. As we say, that two E's, that is excellence and ethics, how you conduct, which contemplates ethics. Because in arguments, we always expect a fair play and ethics. Fair play in the sense that you should have that sense of equitable justice. Instead of pointing out the defects in the other side's argument or other side's case, we would like you to highlight the strong point of your case. That is ingrained in the system and should be ingrained in the legal professions also. Then it is joined with 3 C's, that is courage, compassion, and also the commitment. Then there is nothing, success is not far. Whatever you are arguing, if you have that confidence, and confidence will come only if there is hard work, there is preparation, and that will come only if there is commitment. Courage will come to put forward your point by persuasive skill, may not be being aggressive, but at the same time conveying your point to the judges. And that we found here very well.
You are entering into legal profession. Studying law, one day you will enter. But don't expect money from the day you enter. Initial stage is a very tough stage. Initial stage of lawyer is very tough stage. Then at that time you may be hungry, but you will have no money to purchase food. When you will have enough money, then you will have no capacity to digest. So these young students, young boys who have just passed out from the college, they have participated today. I am really impressed, because at that now legal education profession has drastically changed. Nowadays, students they start from the beginning. I'll make their line clear. I'll study law, and that's good, because society has become so much complex nowadays. Without the legal knowledge, one cannot be said to be a complete man. This is my personal view. One cannot be said to be a complete man. So if you, that is why this legal profession, the persons who want to enter into the profession, that this moot court, practice of moot court gives them a very, very broad field to expose themselves. Learning law, as my previous Mr. Salini, Justice Salini has told, that learning law in the school of securing highest mark will not make you a good advocate. But for that, something else is necessary. And learning law and getting the degree, that is something else. You know, this is the thing, but that has to put into practice. You have to put into practice. How to practice? You have to sharpen your tongue, you have to sharpen your brain. And then only you can be a good advocate. And thereafter, to be a good advocate, this is one of the first steps, that there is a moot court. And this moot court, Shillong Law College, it is very really, I am very happy that it has started this national level moot court, wherein there is a students from all over India came and joined, and you, the college students of the college, you have been able to understand, know about the legal professions as well as the intricacies from your fellow other students of the other part of the country, staying at Shillong itself. So this gives you a tremendous privilege. And thanks to the authorities of the Shillong Law College that they have conducted this so nicely, very, very nicely, and in a grand manner, this moot court competitions.
In my judicial career, spanning from 5th February 2002 to 24th September 2022, I have had occasion to judge many very difficult cases. But I must confess that today's judging was indeed very, very, very difficult, because of the quality of the arguments which were advanced by the parties. We were asking questions and wondering whether we could have answered the same questions with so much of confidence if those questions had been put to us. I congratulate all those of you who participated in the final rounds. I congratulate all the participants. Of course, those who are walking away with prizes, special congratulations to you. But those who are not getting prizes, please do not be dejected. And the reason why I say this is because of the very, very high standard. We could not have given marks in such a way that all 4 of the speakers would come first. So there had to be a ranking, but you all were very good. A little while ago, while I was being introduced, it was said that I was one of the few women who had made it to the Supreme Court. It really pains me that I should have been appointed a judge of the Supreme Court in 2018, 7th August 2018, which is 68.5 years after our Constitution came into force. The Constitution which guarantees Article 14, about which there were discussions in today's moot court. Yet, in 68 years, I happen to be the 8th woman to be elevated. People read that out when they read my CV, but it really pains me and it also shames me. Until today, in 2024, we have had only 11 women who have been able to make it to the Supreme Court. At the time of my appointment to the High Court of Calcutta, which had a history from 1862, it was established. 3 chartered high courts were established in 1862. The high courts of Calcutta, Bombay, and Madras. In all those years, I happened to be the 6th woman to be elevated as a judge of the Calcutta High Court. And what was sad was that in 1977, 2 women were appointed. Within 6 months, in 1978, another 2 women were appointed. So there were 4. From 1978 till about 1986-87, there were 4. Then gradually, the judges started retiring. And then there was only 1. And then Justice Rumapal got appointed as the 5th judge of the Calcutta High Court, after which I was the 6th. Why does this happen? And I think Madras High Court was also mentioned. If you take Madras High Court into account, I just mentioned that it was founded in 1862, and in 2017, 5th April 2017, I became the 2nd woman to become Chief Justice of that High Court. The first, please don't clap. Please don't clap. It's no credit. It's discredit to the system. I hope this system will change. I am happy when I see so many competent lawyers who I expect will join the judiciary, who will practice, become High Court judges. I readily agreed to attend the program when I was invited, because I see amidst you the future of the Indian judiciary. And I assure you, you have many senior lawyers attending today's program. Some of the best judgments which I have delivered in my career is because of the quality of the arguments which came from the lawyers. Today, times are changing. We have to give effect to the noble vision of the Indian Constitution. On 26 November 1949, the members of the Constituent Assembly representing the people of India, we the people of India, we gave to ourselves a constitution which constituted India into a sovereign democratic republic and with the preamble as it stands today after the 42nd Amendment, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, which promises to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote amongst all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual, and then, of course, unity and integrity of the nation. Integrity, again, was added by the 42nd Amendment. What a noble vision. But if you really have to give effect to this, then there has to be a concerted effort. Who is responsible for delivery of justice? Is it the judiciary alone? Possibly not. Under our polity, we have a legislature which enacts the law. We have an executive, a bureaucracy which executes the law. We have a judiciary which interprets the law and adjudicates disputes. And during the moot court, you also referred to press reports. So we have the watchdog of the democracy, which is the press. But if we want to take our country forward, if we want the constitutional principles to be given proper effect, then we have to jointly, all of us, work towards that goal. The judiciary is considered to be the guardian of the Constitution. To give effect to constitutional values and principles, we need a strong, independent judiciary. And when can we have a strong, independent judiciary? When competent people like you come and join the judiciary in greater numbers. I appeal to you. I'm sure many of you will get offers for well-paid corporate jobs. But some of you, please, please, join the legal profession in good numbers. Join the judicial service and serve the nation.
The award for the best court craftsmanship, which I know the participants have not been expecting, but this was an impromptu decision on the spot, which was decided by Mr. Kaustav Paul, a senior advocate of the Meghalaya High Court, and he is giving away this award on behalf of his late father, Mr. Kalyan B. Paul, and the cash prize for this award is rupees 50,000 rupees. This is an award which recognizes a speaker's ability to pitch their arguments according to the judge who was hearing them and according to the mood of the present time. Even we, the organizing committee, we did not know of this award until the senior advocate told us, and he is giving away this award in the name of his late father. Now, this award goes to Team 02, which is National Law Institute, University of Bhopal. A huge round of applause to the team. Team 02 is National Law Institute, University, Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Speaker 1 consists of Ms. Tamanna Ambomani. Speaker 2 consists of Ms. Sanat Nandkishore, and the researcher is Ms. Netra Rathi. Now we move on to the award for the best memorial. The award for the best memorial goes to Team 29, and the institute is Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai. The team will be receiving a cash prize of rupees 16,000. Team 29 consists of Speaker 1, Ms. Prerna Sharma, Speaker 2, Vedika Kulkarni, and the researcher, Toshnika Mughal. I now welcome Mr. Debu Lingdo, the Joint Secretary, Law Department, Government of Meghalaya, to kindly give away the award. Congratulations to the team, and thank you, sir. The next award is for the best researcher. And this award goes to Team 20, and the institute name is Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, National Law University, Lucknow, and the participant is Mr. Akshat Singh. This team gets a cash prize of rupees 16,000. For this award, we call upon Mr. S. Tiwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Law, Nehu, to kindly give away the award. The next award is the PA Sangma Best Speaker Award. And this award goes to Team 20, Speaker number 1, Mr. Arjat Sharma, again from Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, National Law University, Lucknow. The best speaker will be getting a cash prize of rupees 16,000. And for this, we are inviting Mrs. MPR Lingdo, former principal, Shillong College, and also the present member of the governing body, to kindly give away the award. Now, we want to declare the winner first. All right? How are you feeling, teams? Pressure is building? The finalists? Okay. The winner of the Shillong Law College First National Moot Court Competition 2024 goes to Team 20. Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, National Law University, Lucknow. This award has been given away in the name of late Lakeshwar Sharma, founder and former principal of the Shillong Law College. I would want to introduce the team first. Team 20, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, National Law University, Lucknow, consists of Speaker 1, Mr. Arjat Sharma, Speaker 2, Ms. Anushka Shri, and researcher, Mr. Akshat Singh. Congratulations, team. And now we call upon Justice Indira Banerjee, Dr. Justice S. Joshi, and Justice H.N. Sharma to kindly give away the award to the winners. The winner will be going home with a cash prize of rupees 1,01,000. Congratulations, team. The runners-up is none other than Team 04 from Guru Gobind Singh, Indraprastha University, New Delhi. The team consists of Speaker 1, Ms. Akriti Singh, Speaker 2, Ms. Madhavi Tiwari, and the researcher, Ms. Madhu Meena. Team Code 04 is taking away a cash prize of rupees 51,000. Congratulations, team. Once again, let's give a huge round of applause to all the winners and also the other participants. You have done a good job. The Shillong Law College family congratulates all the winners and also wishes the other participants all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
As we gather here today to conclude the first National Moot Court competition, I, Dr. Arpita Singh, address you with immense pride and profound sense of accomplishment. For 6 decades, our humble institution has strived to impart quality legal education and uphold the principles of justice and integrity. Organizing this moot court competition has been a dream long in making, and today we are proud to see it through to fruition. This event is not just the culmination of a spirited legal battle among some of the finest young minds in our country, but it also marks a momentous occasion, the celebration of 60 years of our institution's excellence in legal education. As we stand on the threshold of this significant milestone, we have had the privilege of witnessing the future of our legal fraternity engage in rigorous debate, exhibit exceptional advocacy, and demonstrate an unwavering commitment to the principles of justice.
In conclusion, the National Moot Court competition marked a significant milestone in legal education, providing a platform for law students to showcase their skills, knowledge, and passion for law. As the legal landscape continues to evolve, events like this competition will play a vital role in shaping the future of legal professions.
First and foremost, I would like to thank God that everything went as per the plan. As we conclude this event, let us carry forward the knowledge, experience, and memories that we've gained today. Thank you, and may we continue to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield, as the Shillong Law College motto says. Respected judges, the family of the Shillong Law College wishes you and our dear participant a safe journey. God bless each one of you all participated here. Until we meet again, thank you so much. Kublai Shibon, Mithila, Jai Hind.
We feel so lucky. We are really grateful. The SLC has been a very, very kind host to us. We really find Meghalaya very pleasant. The weather is so nice. The people are so humble, so sweet. I think competition was very tough. Like, it was neck to neck. I know at least 4 teams that would equally deserve this award if not for us. That's why I think there was some luck factor involved for us. So competition was very tough. The judges were so engaging. They taught us a lot after the rounds. They gave us reviews on what are the grounds where we could improve, and what are the grounds which were lacking, and what were our strengths, weaknesses.
The experience was entirely wonderful. The place, the competition, the judges, the participants, even the organizing committee for that matter, they were all so gracious to us, and the rounds went well because of them as well.
The Shillong is very beautiful. I've learned so many things from here. The research work, the making of compendium, memos, and everything regarding legal work is so entertaining for me, and it was a good experience overall.
We really look forward to visit Shillong again. This is my second moot court. I've been to Army Law College Pune once in my first year. That is 2 years back. There I emerged third and a second best speaker.
It was very challenging. The issues which are framed by the moot drafter was very good, and it gives us a scope to research on the matters which are recently in court of law, which is pertinent to note to our legal system and to the surrounding and the people who are currently affected by those laws.
You do competitions and you necessarily do not expect to win, but winning does help in motivating you so that you can go ahead and do more competitions and realize how capable you are as a person and as a lawyer in itself.
For me and her, this is the first moot, although she is the one who's really experienced in this moot competition, and we came all the way from GGSIPU to this state to perform, and we did put a lot of efforts in preparing everything, came to the finals, and did put everything we had. Yet, maybe this time it wasn't really in our names. However, the place is good. To say it is quite refreshing. I won't be able to talk much about the competition right now. Definitely, one wins and the other one loses. This time it wasn't us. Hopefully, someday it would be. And yeah, place is really great. The stay was great. The hospitality they have provided is quite decent.
Indeed, the mood problem is really nice. I have a very keen interest when it comes to legal international law or customary international law, because I have always dreamt when I was like 8 years that I always wanted to go to United Nations since I was doing Model United Nations. So I used to think that I would be diplomat someday, and that's the time when I started learning about international law. So when one come from the background and they go through all these mood problems, I really respect the guy, and sir, I would say. Actually, I would say Lord who made this, because the integrities that was involved in the very mood proposition didn't had any biasness, though it was created later on by different teams. That happens when you are there for litigation. But I do believe that the problem was well nurtured, well made, and all the legal confrontations were given in the proper point and nothing was overbalanced. So it was perfect.
I would like to say that this competition was amazing. Our stay here, the food here, the accommodation here, the OC here, the college in itself was amazing. We got to learn so much. We had the privilege of getting the Best Memorial Award here, which was actually an honor because we had actually worked very hard on it. We had spent hours, days and nights without sleeping to make the memorial and formatting it to the bestest of its potential. And indeed it was an honor being here and learning so much. A lot of honorable retired judges also had been judging the rounds here, and we got to learn so much from their insights, their valuable feedbacks, and the beautiful place of Shillong. It's amazing. I would suggest everybody to actually come here, and if they continue conducting this competition, I would request everybody to please come here and participate, because it is an amazing experience altogether. Everything is perfectly managed. Everything is amazing.
It was a really enriching experience to be a part of this competition, and as she mentioned that we won the best memorial, she also mentioned that we spent hours. I would like to point out that we spent literally 48 hours just to format the entire thing. This was the dedication that we had for this competition, and it feels really great now that we feel that it was all worth it. Thank you so much, the Shillong Law College, for organizing this moot court competition. It was indeed an enriching experience.
We are so thankful for the OC here, for the Shillong Law College, every teachers and the judges came. It was really a good experience. We got to learn a lot, and of course we feel very proud of ourselves that we got the best memorial at last. So